for coming today. My name is Tom Gaylor. I'm with the Texas Municipal Police Association. I am here as a spokesperson for the Galveston Municipal Police Association. And we're here today to report the results of a confidence survey that was taken by the officers in this police department recently, and to tell you a little bit about that survey and to tell you what happened. Let me start by saying that today we stand here and the officers of the Galveston Police Department are screaming for leadership in this department. In this survey, the results of this survey are in, and 85% of this police department believe that Chief Wiley, they do not have confidence that Chief Wiley can lead this department into the future. 85% of this police department. In fact, only 4 voted in favor, or voted to say that they had confidence in Chief Wiley to lead this department into the future.
Sorry, what's that?
Only 4. Chief Wiley chooses tyranny and intimidation as his management style, as his leadership style. He's evidenced this throughout his tenure here, but most recently in his efforts to silence these officers. These officers now are calling on the citizens of Galveston to stand up and demand leadership for this police department. They deserve it, and so do the citizens here on the island. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Yes, Craig.
How many officers voted total?
We had 120 ballots returned out of the 137 that we issued.
Thank you.
Tom, can you say which, if any, specific incident led to the calling of the survey?
Ian, I wish I could say there was one specific incident, but unfortunately, to amass this much animosity and concern with the officers, it's a systemic issue. It's the choice of intimidation and tyranny as the leadership style that's causing the problems here at the department.
Have there been any particular incidents recently, though, that have caused perhaps more ire than any others?
Well, I believe that the media has well covered the recent incidents where the chief has intentionally suppressed the officers' rights to free speech, to attend council meetings, and to participate in their government process here in Galveston.
We have actually touched, as you say, on free speech, attendance at council meetings. We haven't actually received any hard evidence. I have names of certain officers who it has been alleged were pulled out of council meetings before trying to speak, but none of those officers has come to me to certify the allegations. I can't get any evidence by going to the chief's office or City Hall. Is there some specific evidence that you can cite that Chief Wiley has taken a specific officer out of the City Council meeting prior to the public comment session and prevented them making a contribution to that session?
Well, I think that the nature of the intimidation, when you're dealing with free speech issues, and the nature of the intimidation is what's prevented these officers from being able to communicate directly with you in the press. I believe you will see evidence of this in the lawsuit that we plan to file as we go to deposition and as that case becomes more and more apparent to the public.
Is there any progress on the lawsuit? Have you actually now taken it to the stage where lawyers have been briefed on either just your side or both sides, to your knowledge?
Yes, we have taken it to our lawyers and they are drafting the actual filing documents. I anticipate that to be filed really within the next week, probably week to 10 days. Just now, we plan to file the lawsuit in a week to 10 days.
Is Chief Wiley aware of it other than what he's read in the newspaper? Has there been an official confirmation to him he is going to be the subject of the lawsuit?
Well, you'll have to ask Chief Wiley if he's had any official confirmation.
I also understand that one of the lieutenants, Michael Gray, has been removed from his position as internal, I'll call it internal affairs investigator. The allegation being that this removal to a separate office, I believe a detective's position, came shortly after Lieutenant Gray announced to the chief that he was going to have to investigate him. Is there any truth in that?
You'll have to speak with the chief. I'm sure you could do an open records request and find out if he's been transferred recently. And I'm sure you can do all the research on that, but I'm not at liberty to talk about that.
Okay, you may not be able to comment on why or how, but is it the fact that Lieutenant Gray is now a detective?
Again, I'm not able to comment on that. If you'll check on that, I'm sure that that's all public record and should be available to you pretty quickly. Any other questions? Just in conclusion, I want to point out that out of the 120 ballots that we received, 116 answered no to this question. Are you confident in Charles Wiley's ability to lead the Galveston Police Department? As you can see, the question was constructed in such a way as to not lead a person to believe one way or another. 116 out of 138 officers in the Galveston said they were. We ask the citizens of Galveston to stand up and take notice. Contact your council members, and let's make a change in leadership here for the good. Thank you.